subscribe. Not subscribe. Follow me.
Damn, that's so much for sure.
Got it.
Oh. Little bitch. So loud.
You're gonna open my door, I'm closing my door. I'll never do that.
I open the door thinking somebody went upstairs.
Or somebody else.
That's him.
What? They didn't even let me shoot.
Got with a riot shield. Got him. There's another one.
No way, I took the way.
Just like that.
Triple kill, baby. Let's go. Here's the UAV for the team. That's for Speedy, because Speedy sucks shit.
Nigga, I let you grab that kill. Mira, ¿dónde está este cabrón? ¿Lo dejaste aquí?
Enemy near Main Street.
You gotta turn around. Over here.
Oh, you're dead.
Are you using a shotgun?
I shot his grenade.
Using a shotgun, that's some cheap shit.
Poke your head out, baby.
I'm killed.
This
Oh,
guy's
you got killed. That was my assist. You gave me assist, you motherfucker. I was fucking trying to get the thing. Fuck you guys. Oh god.
Yeah, diablo.
Grenade. Man. Fucking kills for recover. Just thought I killed.
Bitch. What do you got?
Got him with the riot shield.
I don't know. What does she got? She ran over there. Did she grab something?
A chair.
Oh, she was sneaky about it.
Damn, how the fuck I'm shooting this dude?
Watch out, campers.
you
I gotta go kill some people.
Emma, not a lot.
Enemy near Main Street.
Hey, you forgot the pro camper. Fuck.
Yeah, all right, that should be better. That should be much better.
That guy's dead.
All right, let's do this, guys. All right. Don't you love it?
Double kill. Let's go, team. Double kill. We're not playing this shit.
Okay, here go chaos.
How we do it?
I got you right here. Got you covered.
Damn.
Oh yeah, we ain't playing over here.
Right behind the little,
We got somebody with a fucking shotgun. Sorry.
Got
behind
one.
the crate, be careful.
I don't know. I was stunned. Yo, I'm getting shot from nowhere.
Oh! No, he's on the top of the crate. He's making his way into the little building.
Copy that.
Oh shit. Another person with a fucking shotgun. Somebody pissed these niggas off with a shotgun.
Enemy at the cargo container.
See my life.
Oh, behind you, chaos. Yeah, turn around quicker, bro.
Who's that just saved right there?
Not me. I'm really upset now.
Would have been mine.
I don't need safe search to find you kill.
Whoa.
Okay, why does it take forever to look down this slow to shoot? It takes 2 seconds, 2 full seconds to put a gun in your face.
Oh shit.
Quite
Fucking
depends.
you're train my ass.
Body.
What?
How did he kill me?
Gun to your eye.
I can't
hit
hurt.
your eye.
You guys know me, guys. I'm only good for one game, and then this game pisses me off.
Oh, this map doesn't count, bro. This map is just chaos.
This whole fucking game is garbage. This is the worst Call of Duty I've ever played.
You got one running straight across.
You guys are
Back alley.
Wow. Watch out behind you guys.
He just jumped up. He jumped up. He's on top of the crate.
Yeah, there's a lot they need to do, really, and they're not going to, so there's no point in complaining about it, but...
Nope, I'm deleting
They know their franchise is going downhill, so they're getting desperate.
They put a fucking pose that says what can be done for what they can't get better. And of course we got assists.
We got one running, watch it down there.
Come on! Why these guys got blue bullets, man? What the hell?
That's what I was asking.
What is that?
You guys are playing paintball gun now?
How did
Hey.
right? How do you go to the left? That don't even make sense. He was to the right. I mean, I was glitch to the left. No.
Come on, that's part of the skin.
Thank you for the invite, guys. But I'm with you guys.
What?
I won. You're welcome, guys. Third place. I'll take it.
This is how you do it, guys. When you get mad at this game, this is how you get kill cams.
You know, commit
Oh.
Get on that wall.
Everybody dies.
Man, if I'm going down, you're going with me.
Damn,
You guys like my clan tag?
Where you at, Speedy? Oh, there you are.
Yeah, don't sleep.
Yeah, very true, Bespoke. How you been though, man? I hope you've been all right. You know what I'm saying? I hope you've been all right.
No, I'm
The
just.
game is lagging, man. What the hell?
Oh, you know that's what I do.
That's because.
Why are we lagging so hardcore?
You're kind of quiet.
You
that's
stuff.
what
You
this
were
game
at
is.
the bottom of the list. Oh,
No, I wasn't. I was in third place. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Get
'cause
it.
everybody scored 9. No wonder you were in third place.
Can you say that with a?
Such a
Can you say that without?
shit
Hey, can you say that without a
Last week
Mexican
I-
accent, please?
No,
The last 2 days I played with
guys.
like 5 out of the 10 games, he was like second last place. Not the way he was like doing okay. Like all of a sudden, smack.
Smack is
Keep
what I
talking,
do
guys.
for a living.
You weren't yesterday, bro, when I was going ham.
Oh, I didn't need it to. See? You were shitty at the beginning, but now you're doing much better.
I was. I mean, I gotta warm up. Even my first game, I did.
Oh, see?
That's crazy. Why is my
Yeah,
I don't know about, Chico.
You're talking too much shit, bro. I had to quiet you up.
Hey.
Ooh, I don't know, man. I hear a lot of yappity yap, but the scoreboard is showing something else.
Nah, this is just motivation. Motivation for us.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Oh, you little bitch. How the fuck you get?
I'm just talking crap to Speedy so he can do better.
Right.
It's a team effort.
No.
I'm not going in
Oh.
I got him. Clear.
Puff up pass, man. Puff up pass.
Alright. Be greedy with it.
Ah, right there.
Mic off.
Guys, are we lagging? Because I swear it feels like we're lagging. Why is my CPU so high?
Oh shit.
What the hell is going on here?
Badass.
No.
Yo, is that fucking
No!
Enemy at the center.
after getting all the gun gold, it's gonna be worth it.
Yo, is my B-Sync driving me nuts?
Oh, come here.
Who's
Little
got all
bitch.
I saved you. You're welcome.
Oh!
Enemy at the hazmat building.
Oh, I saved you, Chico! Oh, damn!
Yo, they're all at that house, man. There's like 4 of them.
Which
in.
house? There's like houses in
The one
here,
that we
man.
like
on, not my face.
spawn at.
On my face, mama.
Yeah, we usually take the top to
Don't get it on my head, please.
God.
We are.
Try to get your back, man, but that motherfucker shot me right in my face from behind you. How the fuck you was in front of me?
Use this bomb.
Yeah, there's definitely something going on, guys.
Another UAV, so they got 2 people to shoot down.
They're all right here.
You never poked your head out, buddy. Thank you for that friend request. I got you, bro.
Enemy at the pool hall.
Oh, that's speedy. I thought it was.
Dang, Trix!
Emma, you're getting it all over me.
Unbelievable, bro.
Mic on.
Oh man, yeah, don't make them scream like that. What'd you do to them? Got a torture chamber?
That's enough. Okay?
You know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of that one game with Depth Trap Dungeon.
What's wrong with you?
Stay sober. Right. Watch up top, guys.
Watch your right.
Halfway there, keep fighting.
Spawn flop. Almost died over. Still alive. Going back out.
Enemy at the hazmat building.
They're getting desperate, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Copy that. Campers confirmed. Over.
They're coming
damn.
up.
Oh, wait, you got, all I saw was your feet. Ooh. Guys, you guys keep scaring me, man.
Copy that.
You?
It's like
I was
that.
wondering what the hell.
Oh, you guys shot each other? Man, you scared me. I'm across the house.
Friendly UAV overhead.
Speedy, they're behind you. There's like 3 of them.
Oh shit.
No water. Put that away.
No agua?
No agua for you.
That was a whole bunch. A whole squad out
You
here.
can wash your hands.
That was awesome.
Enemy at the
You're
restaurant.
getting it all over my headset.
Allied cruise missile away.
Pop.
Oh, no.
What?
Mic off.
Not right now. No, I need a screen. Right now, my computer, something's wrong with my computer. I'm lagging. I'm about to reset my whole PC.
It's a very quiet.
It's really being choppy.
Enemy at the center.
Stars in the area.
Yeah, I'm not liking this.
Oh, they're in.
Mic
Boring,
on.
Yeah,
boring ass
little
match.
bitch.
Copy that. They're in the Wiener Dog house. Over.
Oh, there's
Go upstairs. Upstairs.
What is this girl doing?
Fuck.
What is
two.
she
Chico
doing?
with
She's
the,
like
with the
grabbing
with the
everything.
shotgun, really?
Oh, shotgun is nasty.
I just got one. The other one, there's 2 just went in the building.
I don't know.
I was doing something for a kid and you have to use a shotgun and
2 went in
Save
the
your
hot
life.
dog building.
I'm getting tired of these blue lasers guns, bro. What the? This ain't freaking Star Wars.
there's only one dude that got
UAV
it.
overhead.
Watch it, Speedy.
Bro.
Did you get him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta get them because they can never get us.
I said this is a Star Wars.
Enemy at the
There's 2
center.
running. 1 running.
Copy that. One running. We got a runner. All units be advised. We got one at large.
Alright, be careful. He's in there with you.
I got him.
Alright, good shit.
Got him? Alright.
Yeah, there was 2.
That's it. Screw this.
Good shit, though.
Oh, there's a point there.
You got the little
Good
tank.
shit, guys.
Good shit.
Woo! Let's do it.
I didn't get to use my, damn, that was a fast match. Yeah,
It was.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I was cherry picking.
Oh, yeah, killed me too.
Oh, I was chasing that booty. Gotta chase that booty. Bruh, it's making me mad. Blue laser beams on my screen. Like,
I was just cherry picking. I was constantly cherry
Just a,
picking.
like
what, they paid $100 for that cosmetic paintball bullets or something? What the hell, bro? This ain't GoldenEye 007.
Oh, Mecca, I didn't know you was that good, bro.
Junior, you're gonna make a mess.
Man.
Okay, I wash you. Put your hands in.
What is she doing?
That's too much water. Emma, that's too much water. You can't. Keep it in here.
Bounce.
You're gonna spill it. No. in
Mic
here.
off.
This is crazy, guys. I don't know what's going on right now. I seriously don't know what's going on right now. So, like, you know,
Mecca
getting
got
crazy.
playing the real man sport. He about to go play Fortnite.
what? What? You go get it. I'm not getting up right now. No. I'm too comfortable. Oh.
You better not spill that. She's walking around with a bucket of water.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. Like messing with my hair.
I need to restart my PC is what I need to do.
My hair.
Oh, she's doing a hairstyle.
Like
got all
this
over my
is driving me crazy, guys. I don't know what the heck's going on now.
That's a foul. Well, Christmas is around the corner. It's about time for new
Or
parents.
she kind of went around the headset, but she still got some on there.
Anyway, I can't play no more, guys. I'm switching games. I'm tired of seeing chaos on the bottom. It makes me sad. I just switch games.
Yeah, I know.
You want to switch games because you're on the bottom of the list now?
I was third place. What you mean?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't.
I'm
see
over
you
here
on
talking
top.
about I'm proud of you and shit.
It was Ralph on top, and then some
Nope,
queer
wrong.
named Speedy.
I was on top.
Cause he's on top of her. Wow, I was on top of you.
It's okay. It's okay. You're not always gonna be on top, first place. People
Ralph had
gotta
first
be
place.
too, bro.
Yeah, I was just
Alright.
Yeah, I know. Just like Speedy.
Hey, what is this?
Alright.
I didn't camp. I was looking for them.
Mic on.
Just regular TDM.
I don't have sniper no more.
Let's go.
Just run and gun.
Rocky.
Oh yeah.
Escape mount kills.
I gotta see it.
Alright, so you got the cage stuff?
What happened to Chico?
Wow. Wow, I got an assist on that one.
I finished it for you.
Yeah, I was like shooting I was shooting at Culito and didn't count.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Chico went to go play
Fortnite again? Oh man. Can't do Fortnite, bro.
I
Like,
don't like the cave.
I don't think none of us do.
These maps are alright. Like, I'm getting used to it now.
I'm somewhat there.
I got used to it in the beta. What the
Yeah.
fuck? The whole cave was clear.
Hold on, this party chat's killing me.
Too many camping spots. Doing fine.
Oh shit!
Emma, please, no more water.
Flashbanging like a motherfucker.
I'm gonna say, it got quiet for a while, man. So Battlefield started sounding like a library for a second.
Fuck, you look, I was reloading. I don't even know what the fuck I reloaded for.
Mic off.
Ain't no nothing. I was keeping you covered, Trix.
Yeah, you're good, bro. I just right now my game is being weird, dude. I feel like I need to restart my whole console. This is driving me nuts. Like it just feels choppy. Like I know it's not supposed to be like this.
Pop out headshot, really.
And he's live on Fortnite. Oh my god. Well, you know what? It's a popular game. It does generate viewers. I'm not gonna lie. I can't do Fortnite. I'd rather play Roblox, and I hate Roblox.
I'd rather do Billy.
Actually, I don't lie. I mean, I'm lying. I don't hate Roblox.
I'd rather do Build-A-Bear.
Build-A-Bear? Hey, that's actually pretty fun, bro. It just gets a little expensive when you want to dress it up.
I'm alive.
It's better than
I know,
Fortnite.
they're like $16 for a damn shirt or something.
That's where they get you.
I wanna
Yeah,
get
man.
them.
Like, oh, come in, buy one, get one. You're like, oh yeah, sure. How much is a shirt? Like $20. Like, but the bear's only 15. But yeah, but you know, this is a special edition, limited edition, one of a kind. Your child's gonna love type of shirt. Like, oh, okay, I'll take it.
They said friendly UAV online.
Gonna be at the cave entrance.
Oh my god, bro, I'm sick of running. Like, I feel like I'm an Olympic runner. Like, it's the final lap before I find somebody.
That's your bitch ass. Yeah, I got them for you, Trix.
Good job, bro.
Next time, be here.
Oh yeah, bro. Oh, watch it.
You cover up there, I'll cover down.
What? Oh, he got me. Hold on.
I reloaded at the worst.
Got him. He's down over. God, this lag. What the hell?
Covering down here.
Fucking lucky bitch.
This little hybrid scope is pretty tight, man.
Enemy UAV overhead.
You still alive up there, buddy?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Here, you need this? Here.
Yes, sweetie.
They're in the
I don't know
middle of the
I don't know what
cave.
happened to it.
Right. Oh, thank you. Very nice of you.
What'd you say, Mama? Hold on, Matt. That was my bad. My daughter was talking.
No, you're good, bro. You're good. Kids come first, bro.
As soon as I was
No,
turning
that's
my
right.
headset to move it to hear her, the guy walked over. Switch with it.
Allied cruise missile on the way. Halfway there.
Pull it
Keep
up.
fighting.
Oh, these guys are really hiding it. Are they short or something?
They're
No.
on the cave.
Oh gosh.
I don't know where it's at. Mama, you have it. I'll get it for you. Hold on.
Friendly UAV online. Allied cruise missile on the way.
Oh, they're coming from behind.
Friendly Wilson rolling in.
Careful.
The heck is that? Oh,
I
little
got a
robot.
cover right here.
Nice. We got a nice little tank going that way, Chaos. Right behind you. I mean, Atari. Atari, watch out behind you, bro.
Watch it. My mom is right there.
Got him. The one up top, dead. Over.
got him?
Yep. They're in the cave still. Oh my god. They that scared, bro? Come out, wherever you are.
We got one running. Right here. He's in a little hut. Oh, damn, they're all right here.
Oh, they got me. I'm dead over.
Yeah, well, 2 of them are dead, so.
Oh, now I'm in the cave. Okay.
Sending a radar.
Copy that. We need that.
Got his ass.
I'm alive.
Friendly UAV online.
There you go.
Take it.
Stuff.
Where should I put this cluster strike at?
Enemy at the cave entrance.
Damn, I got Send a cluster strike.
Alright, so there's one in this tower here. Oh, you got him, Trixie?
Yep.
God damn it.
You know me, bro. I'm on the move, bro. What the son of a biscuits and gravy and shit? Farmer John's.
Oh shit.
Enemy at the cave entrance. Sending Claymore.
Wow. Okay. I just ate my claymore like it just never existed.
I'm sending cluster. That's still whack.
Whatever. Hide behind that rock, you little chicken crap. Got your wimps out tonight, bro. Man, where the big boys get on? Oh.
UAV online. Enemy at the rock shop.
Good luck.
Damn it.
Sorry, what happened? I got it for you, Mr. Tire. Let's go.
Enemy at the cave entrance. Friendly precision airstrike on the way.
Watch it, Atari, to your right. Oh.
You guys are playing too hard on it.
Mr. Tari. Damn, they're all by the fucking where that truck is at.
UAV online.
Dang it. Watch it. Watch your cast. He's on your right. Or Atari, Mr. Atari on your right. Behind you in that blue building.
Yeah, he's
What?
right. They're all at that building. Come
Oh,
on.
you guys got radar. You can see it.
I'm like teleporting everywhere.
I'm at the bottom of the
Got a veto, but it don't matter. It's already done.
Get on my fire.
Well done.
Okay.
He said bruja. Woo. Yo, what's up, Jeremy? What's going on, bro? How are you, man?
Talk about location, nigga, on the fucking strike.
Right, bro. We got this, man.
Okay. Here you go, sweetie. You're welcome.
Oh, Kilito.
Wait, how do you do that broadcasting thing again?
Who, what?
The thing Chico was talking about?
Oh, well, it's too late. No, he's out of the party, bro. He left.
Hey, give me a few minutes. I gotta drop somebody off real quick, okay?
Oh, shoot. Be careful, bro. You know what I'm saying? It takes one shot, one opportunity, bro. You know, the weather, and then you gotta watch out for the, why don't violate anything, and just be careful out there, bro. Just make sure, remember, make sure I didn't warn you.
I'm planning to stay all night, so, I mean,
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing else to do.
I don't know, bro.
Call of Duty saves lives nowadays.
Yeah, it does. It does, bro.
Lucky, so lucky.
All right, I'll be back, though.
All right, bro.
Let's do wish you could say that.
Yeah, we can stay home all night.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this weekend I will.
Are you working? What you doing now?
Yeah. I work at HDI in Strongsville. Same thing I was doing at Goodrich, my last job. Landing gear. Yeah.
Hey, when you gonna start doing the training, nigga? Personal training?
Mic off.